Your silence, after their rejection, is killing them. Rejection is a part of life. It's something we all experience at some point, whether in relationships, friendships, or careers. But how you respond to rejection defines your strength. Most people react emotionally. They chase, plead, or demand answers. They try to negotiate their worth, hoping to change the other person's mind. This is the path of weakness, the path of those who rely on external validation. A Stoic, however, understands the power of silence. He does not beg. He does not seek closure. He does not react impulsively. Instead, he walks away with his dignity intact, allowing his silence to do the talking. And make no mistake, your silence after their rejection is not unnoticed. It unsettles them. It forces them to question their decision. It makes them realize they expected you to react differently, and when you don't, it disturbs them. This is why your silence is so powerful. It doesn't just make them wonder, it makes them regret. Why silence is the ultimate power. Move. The human mind despises uncertainty. When someone rejects you, they expect you to react emotionally. They assume you'll fight for their attention, seek their approval, or at the very least, express your hurt. But when you do nothing, when you walk away, as if their rejection means nothing to you, it throws them into a state of confusion. They start to wonder, did I make a mistake? Why aren't they reacting? Were they never that interested in me to begin with? What if I was wrong about them? Your silence does what words never can. It forces them to confront their own choices. It makes them realize that their rejection might have cost them something valuable. 1. They expected you to chase. Most people chase after rejection because their ego is wounded. They want validation. They need to hear, it's not you, it's me. They seek explanations, thinking that closure will help them move on. But you are different. You don't chase. You don't demand answers. You accept their decision without resistance. This shakes them. They were prepared for drama, but instead, they are met with silence. Now they have to wonder, why aren't they chasing me? And that single thought can drive them insane. 2. They start questioning their decision. People make impulsive choices. In the moment, rejecting you might have seemed like the right decision. But time changes perspectives. The less they hear from you, the more they start remembering your good qualities. They begin to compare you to others. They realize that what they took for granted is not so easily replaced. Rejection is easy when someone assumes they have control. But silence shifts the power dynamic. It places the burden of doubt on them. Now, instead of you wondering why they rejected you, they start wondering why you haven't reacted. And that's when the tables turn. 3. Your value increases instantly. In life, scarcity increases value. People only appreciate what they feel they might lose. When you disappear without a trace, you become a mystery. And mystery is attractive. Silence makes them reflect. It forces them to reassess your worth. They start seeing you differently, not as someone who begged for their attention, but as someone who had the self-respect to walk away. And suddenly, you're no longer just another option. You become the one that got away. The psychological impact of your silence. Silence is more powerful than any argument, explanation, or emotional outburst. It forces people to sit with their own thoughts. And when someone has rejected you, that silence can be unsettling. Here's what happens in their mind. First, they feel relief. They think, good, they didn't make a scene. Then, they feel confusion. Wait, why haven't they reached out? Next, they feel curiosity. They check your social media, ask mutual friends about you. Then, They feel regret. They realize you were worth more than they thought. Finally, they reach out. But by then, the power has shifted. This is why people who reject you often come back. Your silence makes them wonder. It makes them regret. And regret is a powerful motivator. Why they always come back. When you stop chasing, you give them space to miss you. At first, they enjoy their freedom. But as time passes, they begin to compare. They meet new people, but none of them match your energy, your presence, your depth. Now they see you differently. Your absence speaks louder than words. It reminds them that you were never desperate for their attention. And that's what makes them crave it even more. That's why, after weeks or even months, you get that unexpected text. Hey, how have you been? I saw something that reminded me of you. I've been thinking about you lately. But here's the truth. They're not just checking in. They're testing the waters. They want to see if you're still waiting for them. And this is where your real power lies. You were never waiting. How to maintain stoic silence. 1. No begging, no complaints. Accept rejection with grace. Do not argue. Do not ask for another chance. Simply nod and move on. 2. Remove them from your life. Stop checking their social media. Stop waiting for a text. Detach completely. 3. Focus on your growth. Invest in yourself. Work on your goals, fitness, and mindset. Become someone they wish they hadn't lost. 4. Embrace indifference. The opposite of love isn't hate. It's indifference. When they realize they no longer affect you, it drives them crazy. 5. Never break your silence. First, if they want to talk, let them reach out. But by then, you won't even need their validation. Final thought. The power of letting go. A stoic man does not beg for love, respect, or attention. He knows his worth. He understands that rejection is not a reflection of his value, but a simple reality of life. And when faced with rejection, he responds in the most powerful way possible, with silence. Let them wonder. Let them regret. Let them feel the weight of your absence. And when they finally realize what they lost, remember this. You've already moved on. Subscribe our channel and like, share, follow for more videos.